left of the waning crescent moon and far below dazzling Jupiter. At the opposite end of the week, at dusk on Sunday, the waxing crescent moon floats spectacularly close to Venus, the brightest planet of all. And in between, at dusk on Thursday and Friday, Venus passes a finger's width above the bright star Spica. Let's take a closer look at these events, starting at dusk on Monday. The events take place low in the southwest, so you'll need to find a spot with no obstructions in that direction, like a hilltop or a lakeshore. On Monday, Spica is a few finger widths to the left of dazzling Venus, and Saturn is well to their upper left. I like the view best 45 minutes after sunset, but it's always smart to start early. If you arrive while the sky is still too bright to see anything but Venus, you can always wait for it to darken. But if you arrive after Venus and Spica have set, you've lost your chance. If you go out 45 minutes after sunset each successive evening, Saturn and the stars shift a little to the lower right, while Venus moves to the left. Venus passes above Spica on Thursday and Friday, and it will pass below Saturn later in the month. As for the moon, it's in the morning sky on Monday, as it always is when waning. It's thinner and much lower on Tuesday, and it's too close to the sun to see for the next few days. The waxing crescent returns 15 minutes after sunset on Saturday, but it sets by the time the sky is dark enough to see Spica. Only on Sunday does it return to the evening sky for real, just left of Venus. Note that between Monday and Tuesday mornings, the moon moves far down and just a little to the left, while between Saturday and Sunday evenings, it moves far to the left and just a little up. That's because the moon and planets always stay near the ecliptic, the path that the sun takes through the stars. The ecliptic goes almost straight up and down at dawn in September. That's why Jupiter is almost directly above Mars, and why Monday's moon is almost directly above Tuesday's. Conversely, the ecliptic is at its shallowest at dusk in September. That's why Saturn is far to the left of Venus, and why Saturday's moon is only a little lower than Sunday's. We will return to this subject in 2 weeks, when the moon is full. 3 bright stars lie near the ecliptic: Regulus in Leo, Spica in Virgo, and Antares in Scorpius. So all of these stars receive regular visits by the planets and moon. And, by amazing happy coincidence, the 2 most famous star clusters also lie near the ecliptic: the Pleiades in Taurus and the Beehive in Cancer. It's tough to get out and observe at 5 a.m., but it's worth it, because this week Mars is making a beeline for the Beehive cluster. You can see the cluster as a cloud of light if your skies are good and dark, and binoculars show it as a swarm of stars, even from the city. The action reaches its climax on Sunday, when Mars is actually inside the cluster. This is a particularly fine view, because Mars, being far from Earth, is relatively faint now, so it won't overwhelm the stars as Venus or Jupiter would. Next week, we'll talk more about the moon. Until then, this is Tony Flanders from Sky and Telescope magazine, wishing you clear skies and great views.